There is what we call the elementary stage in the teaching of doctrine. And so, this is what a person that has been introduced into the kingdom by the means of salvation needs to be taken through. The goal of the elementary teachings of the doctrine is actually to lay foundation. It's to lay foundation that now once you've transited from the world and have now come to the kingdom, it's needed that you are sat with a teacher or even a pastor who will take you through the elementary stage, the teachings of the elementary stage, so that you will have a good grounding. You will have a good grounding. You know, it's so dangerous as a believer to lack a grounding or a foundation of the things of the kingdom, because you become endangered if you continue and you get an opportunity now to be taught the things that have advanced. The things that have advanced, you will find yourself getting confused or even lacking understanding at all. And that's why it's needed to have elementary teachings. Elementary teachings. The goal is so as to have a foundation. So as to have a foundation. I can tell you, when it comes on the matter of your relationship with Jesus, you cannot relate with Jesus beyond your understanding of who he is. You cannot relate with Jesus on the concept of the kingdom beyond your very understanding of what Jesus is. And that's why it's necessary to have elementary teachings. Elementary teachings as a new convert. But you know, in our generation, it will surprise you that even the men that today speak to us as our teachers never underwent, the elementary teachings. They bypassed the elementary stage. And no wonder today you can hear them teach things that are alien to the gospel itself. You can hear them emphasize on things that are contradictory to the gospel. Jesus himself, I know all of us understand the story of how the disciples were called. After calling these disciples, he begins to seat them under a teaching. I will say that's the elementary stage teaching. It's the teaching of discipleship, whereby you are being discipled into becoming. It's impossible to become if you've not been rightfully introduced into the kingdom message. It's impossible to become if your discipleship is not a foundational one. Let's read the Bible. Heb.6.1 says, "Therefore, let us go on and get past the elementary stage in the teachings and the doctrine of Christ, advancing steadily." You have to first start from the elementary stage. And now from there, once you've been weighed and they see that the knowledge that you've had has now matured and you need to go to the next level, then from there you are graduated into the advanced level. And it says advance steadily towards the completeness and perfection. The advanced level after discipleship is a level of perfection. Jesus is not coming for those that are still at the elementary stage. He's coming for those whom have entered the advanced level of the kingdom, the perfection. Because he's coming for a perfect church, a church without blemish, a church without wrinkles. The wrinkles are not literally what I'm touching. The wrinkles signify the imbalance in your spiritual state. The wrinkles signify the ununiformity in your composition as a believer. It seeks to bring you into a uniformity that resembles his, likeness, his completion that belong to spiritual maturity.